The 2011 vacation has begun. I am on my way to Charleston, West Virginia. And then I will be in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then I will be in Bowling Green, Kentucky, followed by Nashville, Tennessee, and Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And then I'll be in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and hopefully we'll be able to make a side trip down to Huntsville, Alabama. And if there's money left, I will stop in Atlanta, Georgia. The one thing I do not want to see on this trip, I am seeing right now, it's called rain. Rain can mess up a baseball game by postponing it. So my first stop, which is Charleston, West Virginia, I may just be driving right through and just doing a little bit of filming, because if it doesn't look like there's going to be a game there that night, I'm just going to continue on the extra 4 hours into Cincinnati. Right now, I'm not far from Statesville. I'm on 421 North. Heading up to meet I-77, which will take me into Charleston. I do want to see Charleston because I've never actually stayed, or really never actually been, except for coming across a wee part of it to get down to North Carolina. Been to West Virginia before. So we'll see how it goes, and well, here comes the rain again. We'll see you later in the trip. Now I'm up in Fancy Gap, Virginia. This is route number 77. And when weather is inclement, Fancy Gap is known for having fog. I mean, 5 minutes ago, there was absolutely no fog whatsoever, but as we get up in elevation, we increase in fog. I'm cruising along at about 40 miles an hour right now, and fog seems to be getting worse. So it's one of those proceed with caution things. It's wonderful when you have another person with you. Okay, fog's letting up now. It's wonderful when you have another person with you and the other person is driving, because out of the right window you have a beautiful view of Mount Airy. Okay, now traffic is coming to a little bit of a stop. I guess it's probably some type of accident up here. Either that or everything is reduced to one lane. So I see cars on the left getting over to the right. So let's hope this doesn't last too long. Well, we made it out of that traffic snafu. Lost about 45 minutes. And basically what happened there was there was a gentleman coming the other direction, and when we hit that fog, apparently he hit his brakes, and he was carrying a couple of skidoos on the back end of his truck on like a little trailer hitch. And the skidoos went traveling in the other side of the road. That's the side of the road that I'm on. And one car hit one of the skidoos, dented up his vehicle pretty good. One of the skidoos took a pretty solid hit. The other skidoo pretty much came out unscathed. But they were all over the road. And farm vehicle had to put on its brakes, and it ended up in the shoulder, the center shoulder of the road. And tractor trailer had to put on its brakes, and then ended up jackknifing. No other cars were involved, just the one that hit the skidoo, and that was it. And it wasn't his fault, it was the skidoo's fault. The guy that was driving the truck that had the skidoos in the back, he was on the other side of the road. So it took about 45 minutes to get it all cleaned up. Now we're on our way again. And right now, driving northbound on 77 in an area called Max Meadows. Max Meadows, which is in the southwestern part of Virginia. Now when I get to West Virginia, I may just drive through there, drive around, take some video and pictures, continue on to Cincinnati, or I may elect to stay there overnight. All depends on how the weather is. There is a baseball team there. If they're playing, I'm staying. Otherwise, I'm continuing on to my second stop, which would be Cincinnati, Ohio. Charleston, West Virginia is the halfway point between where I live and Cincinnati. Cincinnati's about 8 hours, and Charleston's about 4. And I'm guessing we're about 2 hours into the trip right now. I love filming inside these things. It's the first time I've been in this one. I have the hands-free mount. So we're just gonna enjoy the ride. We're in a mountain right now. It's a short one. Okay, I'm in Charleston, West Virginia right now. And I'm right next door to the ballpark where the West Virginia Power play baseball. I'm parked in a shopping center, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait it out right here for about another hour or so to see whether or not the game is going to be played tonight or not. Within the next hour, parking in here is going to cost $3. So if the game is going to get postponed, it would be pointless to pay $3. I'll just be on my way to Cincinnati. But if the game is going to be played, then I'll drive up, I'll pay the guy the $3 and repark my car and go over and watch the ball game. What I have decided to do is I'm not going to stay in Charleston tonight for my accommodations. I'm going to leave right after the ball game, maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock, and make the 4-hour drive to Cincinnati. Probably get there around 2 in the morning, and then get a hotel room and get some sleep. And at least this way I'm able to see the town and I'm able to see the ballpark. Now, see, the sky is a little bit ominous. It's 5 o'clock right now. Game time is 7 o'clock. So I gotta kind of wait it out to see what happens, whether they play the game or not. I probably should know about an hour and a half from now. Either those skies are going to get worse or they're going to get better. I seriously don't think this game's going to be played. I'm going to give you a good view of the stadium anyhow. I think she's going to get rained out. Thank you.
Safe trip.
Okay. I could be wrong, but I might be right. I'm going to drive around the stadium anyhow. A tour of Charleston. Oop. So do not enter. Can't go there. Sorry about that. Did that in Louisville a few years ago. Went down the wrong way in the one-way street. This is the street I'm looking for right here. This can be a confusing little town to get around. This is the main drag through Charleston right here. This is the other end of the street where I almost made the wrong turn on the one-way. Now I'm gonna take this off its mountain here for a second. You get a better view of the ballpark. There it is, right over there. There we go. There's the ballpark right there. And now I'm going to make my way back onto the highway. I am now inside Appalachian Power Park, home of the West Virginia Power. This is a pretty neat looking park. Just stand up a minute. Yeah, they give you a better panorama here.
But I think we're going to redo our infield this year. It's going to be concrete. So it might be a year to do it. Yes.
Now that's Power right there. They're Cleo, the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're in the South Atlantic League. Same league as the Hickory Crawdads.
330 that way. That would give you,
First and playing shortstop, number 23, Drew Matthews. Batting second and playing second base, number 18, Gifted Joe Day. Batting third and playing first base, number 17, Matt Curry. Batting fourth and playing left field, number 48, Helio Norris. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 7, Justin Howard. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 24, Mel Rojas Jr. Batting seventh, designated hitter, number 22, Dan Vermaat. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 15, Eric Avila. Batting ninth and catching, number 49, Adika Hensley Pye. Pitcher for the Power tonight is number 25, Tyler Rowland.
Hagerstown jumped out to a quick 1-0 lead on a tape measure shot home run by Bryce Harper, who's a highly touted rookie that just signed and came into minor league baseball just this year. And he showed his power here at the Powers Park. Unfortunately, it's a visiting team. Hit the home run right over there over the right field wall. And it was a long one. It just didn't clear the fence. It cleared the fence by a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and welcome the biggest power fans in all shot.
Looks a little like the Pirate Parrot. This is actually a really nice park. You can see the way the sun hits off that building there. You see the apartment complex up there on the top of the hill, and there's the cemetery up there, and all the old buildings. It just doesn't look like your average ballpark. I mean, I'm sitting at a picnic table right now, which is what they call general admission, just like these other picnic tables. Then you got a restaurant and office buildings inside that red building there, and then suites up top here, and it's not like a regular ballpark, it's different. It's nice. See the rainbow? Seems we're also on the flight path. Right over that hill, you can see planes taking off. That's where that plane right there came from. Now, we had a weird play here earlier in the inning. One of the players on Hagerstown hit a home run. He never touched first base. And the Power noticed it, and when they got the new baseball, they threw it to first base, umpire called the guy out. So it went from being 3-1 to 3-2, and now it's 3-1 again. I've been watching baseball almost 50 years. First time I've ever seen that.
Next batter came up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bench clearing brawl. I did not see what happened, but the benches have emptied. I've only seen 5 of those in my entire life. Didn't last too long. Got a little of it on tape. Here's another area of the stadium I haven't seen yet. hospital right next door here.
Game 3 of this 4-game series against the
I'm
Suns.
sitting right around the corner there.
7:05 p.m. and gates open at 6. Plus the Power Alley Grill will be your key trivia bar.
When I leave here,
Perfect for groups of any size. It's free to play and prizes are awarded.
I'm going to be 77 north for 1 mile and then 64 west. And that'll take me into Louisville, where I'll pick up 75 and take that into Cincinnati. And bottom of the 6th, and is now 7-2 in the favor of the Power. And that building is no longer illuminated by the sun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be leaving after this 7-inning stretch. Just got a little bit of a drive to get to Cincinnati. Mid-7th, Power 7, and Hagerstown 4. And as I go to leave, it starts to rain again. Well, folks, I'm in Cincinnati. We're supposed to get a little bit of rain today. And as you can see off in the distance in the southwest corner, there is rain and a little bit of tornadic activity. That's down near Florence, Kentucky, in the southwest corner of Cincinnati, down where Cincinnati's airport is. And I'm up in the north central area. I'm staying at Motel 6, like I always do. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some breakfast across the street. Rain, anybody? I just got in to eat breakfast just in time. I'm over at Max and Irma's, across the street from my hotel. When I used to live in Pennsylvania, there was a neighboring town called Westchester. Here I am in Cincinnati. My hotel is in an area called Sharonville. And what do you have right next to Sharonville? Westchester. This, my friend, is Westchester. Westchester, Ohio. It looks nothing like Westchester, Pennsylvania. Of course, I didn't expect it to either. But I had to get some film of it. Film is memories. And that's the reason I do it. Going to have some breakfast at a place called the Red Squirrel. No, I'm not going to eat squirrel. I'm going to eat at the red squirrel. One of the things I like about this place, you can see right into the kitchen. It's also got a countertop. That's pretty cool too. They give you a really, really huge breakfast. They use extra large eggs. This place does well in my book. Well, I'm on I-71 southbound. My final destination today will be Indianapolis. I'm going to a ball game there tonight. It's about 2 hours from Cincinnati. But what I decided to do is I decided to drive past the city and give you a little view of it. Now, we're not there yet. I'm just kind of setting that video up by doing this one. And this is the main road that goes from way up north near Cleveland all the way to way down south in Cincinnati. I-75 is the other one. I-75 goes in the western end of town. This is the eastern route. So the next thing you'll see on there is the city itself as we drive past it. Well, folks, we're making our way down into the city of Cincinnati, Ohio. There it is, right in front of us. Dun, 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 dun. Going through a tunnel in a minute. That road that just exited off to the right, that's the road you would actually take to go into the city. Of course, there's a few other ones here, like the exit for the riverfront. There's a road here, it goes over to Kentucky. Nice looking city, eh? Gotta see it at nighttime. Okay, here comes the tunnel. You know me and tunnels. Love to film them. US Air Bank Arena on the left. And there's Great American Ballpark on the left. So the Cincinnati Reds play. Going past the city is going to be on our right. In the immediate left now, we have Great American Ballpark, and then up in the distance on the left, you have Paul Brown Stadium. I don't know if you can see that or not. we'll take this bridge over to Kentucky and pick up 275, which is the loop that goes around the city, and then that'll take us to Indianapolis. This is Covington, Kentucky. Oh, what do you think about the city? Pretty cool, huh?
Moist and kind of steamy in there.
Well, here's another one of those bridges. This is the Ohio River that we're crossing. We crossed the one a little while ago. We were southbound on 71 headed towards 275. Now we got to take 275 north, which is a loop around Cincinnati to get to 74. And we take 74 west into Indianapolis. And after I watch the ball game tonight there, then we'll take 65 south into Kentucky. See how easy that is? Oh, we're going to hit a part of Indiana too. Look at this. A little part of Indiana. I guess that's why they call this the tri-state area. Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky.
Miles north.
Now we're entering Ohio again. And then we'll hop on I-74 and we'll be back in Indiana again. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. One thing I noticed on my journey between Cincinnati and Indianapolis is outside of the city, your highway is just wide open freeway. There's not a whole lot off the road. It's just wide open freeway for miles and miles and miles. As you can see by the sun right there, I'm approaching Rushville, Greensburg. I'm probably about 45 miles short of Indianapolis and about 65, 70 miles out of Cincinnati right now. So I'm a little more than 3/4 of the way there. It's only about an hour and a half drive. It's about 100 miles between the two cities. Then when you go down into Kentucky, Cincinnati to Kentucky, Indianapolis, Kentucky, basically the same difference. You just take a different highway. So that's why I decided to do this little trip. Go see a stadium I've never seen before. We're coming in now on Indianapolis, Indiana. have to figure out which road to turn off on up here. I know the place I'm looking for is it's not far from Lucas Oil Stadium, and I can see where Lucas Oil Stadium is. So glad I got here real early to find out where to turn off at so I don't get lost. If I do get lost, I don't use up too much gas. I have found my way to the downtown Indianapolis. All the streets here that I've seen are named after cities or states. I'm on Washington Street right now, and this is New Jersey Street I'm about to cross over. Stadium is supposed to be on Maryland Street. This is Alabama Street. It's Delaware Street. About a block away from the stadium, but in between the White Castle that I'm meeting at right now and the baseball stadium is Lucas Oil Stadium. That's where the Indianapolis Colts play football. Pretty cool looking building. Okay, there's Lucas Oil Stadium. View from the front. About the best I'm going to be able to do. So I'm doing it from a traffic light. If you look up in the distance up there, there's another view of Lucas Oil Stadium. City Hall, folks. Here's another angle of Lucas Oil Stadium. Now, don't let the smokestacks confuse you. Those are two different buildings. The smokestacks, the building in front of it that has that elevator shaft, and all this over here is a giant power plant. It's called Lucas Oil. And then right behind it, separate building, is Lucas Oil Stadium. And that is the home of the Indianapolis Colts. Now the old stadium, the RCA Dome, was in back of Victory Field. So on the opposite end to this. They have a new building there now, and I'll be able to show it to you as soon as I get in the stadium. This is where tonight's game is, here at Victory Field. This is probably one of the nicest minor league stadiums I've been to. Look at that view. You got Lucas Oil Stadium over there. Now right here where this building used to be behind the scoreboard, that's where the RCA Dome used to be. The old stadium in Indianapolis, the one with the inflatable roof. And then over here you have the city skyline. And then back here you have more of the city skyline. Going to see the Indianapolis Indians, AAA farm team of the Cleveland Indians, play the Norfolk Tides. Norfolk is an affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Both of these teams are in the International League. One thing I almost forgot to mention about Lucas Oil Stadium: if they ever resolve their labor problems, the 2011 Super Bowl will be played in this stadium right here. Now that'll be in February of 2012. Right there. Pretty nifty, eh?
Check out IndyIndians.com to see more game-changing plays from the season. Presented by your Central Indiana Toyota.
Sure warm up for the Indians.
Visiting Norfolk Tides, managed by number 6, Gary Allenson. Batting first, third baseman number 1, Blake Davis. Batting second baseman number 3, Ryan Adams. Batting third, left fielder number 14, Nolan Reynolds. Batting fourth, first baseman number 29, Brandon Snyder. Batting fifth, designated hitter number 5, Nick Green. Batting sixth, right fielder number 4, Tyler Henson. Batting seventh, shortstop number 16, Brendan Harris. Batting eighth, catcher number 15, Craig Tato. Batting ninth, center fielder number 18, Matt Engel. And starting pitcher number 45, Ryan Reese. And now the starting lineup for your Indianapolis Indians. Your Indians are managed by number 27, Dean Trainer. Leading off your drive, right fielder number 2, Corey Whitmerly. Batting second, your shortstop number 19, Chase Tarno. Batting third, the left fielder number 7, Alex Presley. Batting cleanup, your first baseman number 26, Matt Hay. Batting fifth, your designated hitter number 25, Andy Marte. Batting sixth, behind the plate number 22, Jason Jaramillo.
Former Philly.
Batting seventh, your second baseman number 3, Pedro Sarianco. Batting eighth, your third baseman number 12, Brian Friday. And batting ninth, your center fielder number 13, Cortez Hernandez. Taller driver for the Tribe, number 17, Brian Burns.
I believe that theme song was Back to the Future. Picture perfect weather for baseball. It's the 125th season of baseball here for the Indians. Oh, they have the same gravity as the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's cool. Top of the 5th inning. Score is Norfolk 6, Indianapolis 0. Looks like this one's going to be an loss, Tom. Generally, I root for the home team, unless it's one of my favorite teams playing on the road, or if two of my teams are playing each other. So I'm rooting for Indianapolis in this game, and they're on the short end. 6-0. Mascot's doing something out there in center field. Standing on the back of a Tundra, I guess, throwing t-shirts up into the crowd.
Leading off as an Norfolk, third baseman number
1. Okay, folks, that's enough for me. Score right now is Norfolk 10, Indianapolis nothing. So I'm going to end it with a 7th-inning stretch. I got a long drive in front of me. 4 hours to get to my next city. And it's 9:30 at night, so I should be there about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Victory Field, eh? Can you tell me the one thing that was missing from tonight's game? Victory. It's Franklin Rhodes Baptist Church, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Be here all day for services today. Dr. Mike Norris is the preacher here. He's preached in both
my old church in Pennsylvania, and a gospel item. That's Sword Conference. It's about a half hour till Sunday school. This is the pastor of this great church, Dr. Mike Norris. This is the Franklin Rhodes Christian School behind the church. It's a library, office buildings, and then the church is straight through that door, goes right into the back of the church. Of course, you saw that earlier in the video, and then there's another building over here. And then after church, I came over to my favorite restaurant to eat, Steak and Shake. If you've never been there, the easiest way I can describe it to you, it's like a cross between Burger King and the Hard Rock Cafe, with Burger King prices. And everything's cooked fresh. That's why it's my favorite restaurant. Steak and Shake is located on Old Fort Parkway. That's Old Fort Parkway. Good afternoon. Just wanted to give everybody an update on my vacation. At the moment, I'm in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now, with the remainder of my vacation, I have two ways I could take this. And I wanted to get some opinion on it. I could either stay in Murfreesboro and then go visit Nashville, Tennessee, which is Music City, USA. I could catch a Nashville Sounds baseball game. And I could possibly, on Tuesday night, try to get tickets to a Nashville Predators hockey game, playoff hockey game. Or I could go down to Chattanooga, Tennessee. That would be tomorrow. And catch minor league baseball games in both Chattanooga and Huntsville. That would be Huntsville, Alabama. I've seen the Chattanooga ballpark. I have not seen the Huntsville ballpark. But I hear that a lot of Huntsville has no electricity because of the recent tornadoes. I don't know whether the stadium has it or not. And then in the Chattanooga area, there's Ruby Falls and Lookout Mountain, which are pretty cool. I won't have enough time or money left in the vacation to do all of it. Because if I stay in Murfreesboro, I end up going to the hockey game, if I can get tickets to it. That's on Tuesday night. Today's Sunday. I was booked in the hotel here last night, and tonight, supposed to leave for Chattanooga tomorrow. And I'd be in Chattanooga Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. And the other way would be to stay here booked in this hotel for Monday night and Tuesday night and just go down to Chattanooga for the one day on Wednesday. And Wednesday I'm going to be going to a church service, so I'm really not going to be able to do anything at night. I'll probably be able to catch Ruby Falls and Lookout Mountain, but I won't be able to do baseball down there. And then once the church service is over on Wednesday night, Thursday morning I drive home. So if you were in that situation, you have the choice of the two. Which would you do? Would you watch the minor league baseball in Huntsville, in Chattanooga, go to Lookout Mountain and Ruby Falls? Or would you stay in Nashville 2 extra days with a hotel in Murfreesboro and go to Music City, USA, go to a Nashville Sounds baseball game? I've already been to Nashville Sounds Ballpark. I was there in 2008. Hard decision to make. But either way, it works out great. Now, let me give you a small, tiny little recap about Saturday. Saturday, I was in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I woke up Saturday morning, I'm thinking, okay, I have to check out of my hotel by 11 a.m. And then the game is at 7 p.m. and then I leave for here from the ballpark at the end of the game. What am I going to do during that 8-hour period? Bowling Green is not a big town. Well, I looked at a couple brochures and bam, it came to me. I ended up going to the Railway Museum, which was really nice. And then I went over to the National Corvette Museum, which was just as nice. Got tons of film and booth. And then that put me in perfect timing to just go off to the ballpark. So I did 3 things that day. Took up the entire day, and it was great. So let me know what to do. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to do what the majority says. I'm going to think the thing over, but I just wanted to see where, other people would, do. Would they stay in Nashville, spend the extra day there, or extra 2 days there, or would you go to Chattanooga? It will be especially important that people from Chattanooga or Nashville chimed in on this. Excuse me. Allergies. Been dealing with that all week. And I'll probably do another vlog to kind of like go more into detail about the whole vacation. So as usual, and until next time, thank you for allowing me to bore you, and have a great day. Bye. This church here in Murfreesboro has a coffee bar and a library and 2 flat screen TVs. You can see one right there. So if any workers are in the area that are like working back here, they can see the service. Well, let's say there's an overflow crowd in there, they can see the service on the flat screen. And then a meeting area back in there. Pretty cool, huh? Got a thing on there where you can touch the missionary's name. All interactive. And it tells you all about the missionary. First Baptist Church of Milford, Ohio also has one of these. And the auditorium is right through this door. There's the hallway going out to where we park our cars. We're going to be having a conference here.
Yeah.
For a young preacher and a...
We're just amazed how they put the pictures together. They did it all with computers.
Yeah. So they're going to have a young preacher and a preacher that's been around a while going to be preaching together. May 4th.
That's our son there. That's why we were.
Amen. Amen. Max Martin and Jordan Dow on May 4th. Caleb Sargent and Raymond Warnock, July 6th. Hancock. Okay, I'm reading that wrong then. On July 6th.
It's hard to read that right.
That's right. Andrew Browning and Raymond Barber on August 3rd. Ryan Bussey and my pastor, Bobby Robertson, on June 1st.
So that's where you're at.
That's 1 month from today.
You're from North Carolina then?
Yes. Sword of the Lord, the three presidents.
Right.
There's the current one right there.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Shelton Smith. And this is used for mailing?
Yes.
Okay. So this is sort of like a mailroom of sorts then for the sword?
Yes, sir. Well, for the small things.
Okay.
360 degrees in temperature, so it takes about 4 hours. We need to
Oh yeah, I can see how it's going down the production line there.
Right. And then goes on down, and then Brother Larry is working at the cutter that will cut the edges off the
Oh, I see.
book over there.
See the name of the church on there? Yep, that's where I go. They're going to be in our church
It looks like Ari.
sometime later this year.
Ari.
And this room right here is just for the media and the bookstore, right?
Right.
Okay.
Actually, the front of the bookstore is
There's the front of the building where I came in. Customer service and advertising are back here.
right.
And this is the main lobby.
Yes.
You walk into the building. This is where the secretary's offices are. And Dr. Shelton Smith's offices are.
Miss Sarah has been with the sword over 50 years,
And she's
right in here.
this lady here. Okay. This picture is one of the sword conferences. 2005. There's Lonnie Moore. Dr. Charles Sexton. Dr. Greg Baker. Norris Belcher. This one here is Melanie Smith. And this one here is Melanie Smith's husband.
That's it.
I had to do that.
You recognize that guy?
Yeah, Dr. Roberts. My pastor. There's the boardroom.
Way back when.
Dr. Lee Robertson.
The young picture here in his uniform. Back in 1918. Things from.
And this is the memorabilia for Dr. Shelton Smith, right?
Right. Absolutely.
He's got a Baltimore Orioles hat down there.
Oh, yes.
B.R. Lakin's pulpit from West Virginia. This is Oliver B. Green and some of his memorabilia. And this is his pulpit here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Her items are in the cabinet over there by the window then.
And what's the name again?
Viola Walden.
Okay. I see over here you got a picture of Tom Malone
Yes, and his office chair. And then Dr. Hudson.
and Dr. Curtis' husband, Miss Sofa,
Yes.
here from the Sword.
The last picture of her is there signing one of her.
Oh, so this is exactly how her office was
was
before
left. Exactly.
before she went home to be with the Lord, huh?
Yes. But she was quite an inspiration to all of us. She was, I think, 91 and still
Wow.
working half days.
Dr. John R. Rice's office. Piano there. These are the sermons from his radio broadcast. They're filed alphabetically.
And then he kept his reference materials right handy on a turntable to aid in sermon preparation and all. Loved horses, as you can tell by all his gifts from his daughters. There's 6 daughters are pictured on the top shelf, and then here in his office we have Moody and Spurgeon's works on the shelves.
Wow.
Books.
This is John R. Rice's library. These are his Western books, turntable, and records. You talk about an extensive library.
Yes.
Wow. This is huge.
He did some woodworking. He made his portable desk and chair to take with him on his...
Man definitely liked to read.
Yes, sir. And that was the laptop
And
of the day.
just to spin around Lazy Susan with Bibles on it, that, you know, that there shows he's a little innovative. These are Dr. Rice's daughters at an earlier age. This one here went home to be with the Lord. The other ones are still living.
An iron for his ties he could take with him and plug into the wall and have a nice, neat, and tidy
Oh, it's
tie.
cameraman too.
Yes, Polaroid cameras back then. He played the harmonica on the bottom shelf.
Wow.
Played games, checkers and dominoes.
The
You can
shaver.
actually take a tour of
Fedoras.
his home out at the Bill Rice Ranch, and had more games out there as well. Beside it is the picture of his home.
Here he is on his horse at age 80.
His home has
He
been
loved
moved
horses.
out to the Bill Rice Ranch. All that's left on Franklin Road is the mailbox in front of Hardee's, where it used to be. For his opponent.
He fought everything.
Yeah.
Golf clubs, portable seat away for his opponent, and everything.
He wrote about 85 hymns. We've got a book of 66 over in the bookstore available for sale.
This is the Lazy Susan I spoke of. What you do is all this reference and then swing it around and be in 2 different Bibles at the same time. This will be the last video in this tour, and I'll let it speak for itself. All you have to do is look at it.
Hitting coach Corey Snyder, pitching coach Lance Peter, and the trainer is Matt Toad. Leading off in left field, number 18, Jake Schaefer. Batting second, the center fielder, number 3, Brandon Hadman. Batting third at second base, number 9, Kyle Seager. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5, Rich Fortress.
Let's go, bone water, peanut.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 15, Luis
Peanut,
Jimenez.
bone water.
Let's
go,
good
Coach.
looking beer, man.
Hello,
Batting
guys.
sixth in the right field, number 13, Nate Tenbrook. Batting second, the third base, number 7, Scott Savastano. Batting eighth and catching, number 8, Brendan Vance. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 2, Carlos Trujillo. And now for your Chattanooga Lookouts, the Southern League affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers, managed by Carlos Severo. Pitching coach Chuck Prim. Hitting coach Franklin Stubbs. Our athletic trainer is Casa Nakajima. The strength coach Adam Wagner. And our video intern is Joe Kazuski. Leading off in center field, number 7, Brad Coon. Batting second, at second base, number 6, Jaime Pedroza. Batting third at first base, number 18, Scott Van Slyke. Batting fourth, the Surf Pro cleanup hitter, right fielder, number 23, Kyle Russell. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 31, Brian Cavazos Galvez. Batting sixth at third base, number 43, Pedro Baez. Batting seventh in left field, number 27, Alfredo Silverio. Batting eighth in catching, number 29, Matt Waller. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 14, Ivan Ochoa. And the mound side for the Lookouts, number 37, Will Savage. Lookouts fans, Academy Sports and Outdoors in Dixon, Hamilton Place, are both now open. Stop by and see what all the hype is about. Academy Sports and Outdoors is your one-stop shop for all of your sporting goods and outdoor needs. Whether it's shoes, apparel, balls, fishing equipment, or fitness equipment, Academy Sports and Outdoors has more. See academy.com for more details. Academy.
The lovely city of Chattanooga, Tennessee, as seen from the ballpark, which is at the top of a hill. Can you tell that I am entering another city? Decided to get a little bold today and do a little side trip. See the skyscrapers? The right-hand side of your picture there? Can you guess what city I'm entering? Can you tell by looking at the signs what city I'm entering? I'll give you a clue. I'm hoping to see a baseball game here tonight. Once again, can you tell by the road signs? It's not Greenville. That is just leading you to Greenville. Can you tell by the skyscrapers? Okay, I guess you're not going to guess it, so I'll tell you. Dun, da, 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 da. You might be able to tell by that guy's license plate. Welcome to Atlanta. Yep, there it is, right there. I am in Atlanta, Georgia. It's about a 2-hour drive from Chattanooga. Yeah, I'm returning to Chattanooga tonight. But I'm gonna check out Atlanta tonight. And see what I can find down here. It's interesting. So close to it. And hopefully we'll get some good video down there. Turned off for downtown and the Georgia Dome.
guess that exit seems as good as any. 249C. Pretty cool looking city. This is one of my hobbies. Getting lost and then trying to find my way out. I'm still doing videos for you guys, so I guess I've always been successful at it. City reminds me a little bit of Philadelphia, the way it's laid out. But it's only May the 3rd, and it feels more like August the 3rd. As far as the weather down there right now, it's pretty warm. Okay, Light. While we're still young. Place I will be looking for, if I can find it, is called Turner Field. Hey, the CNN Center's up here. In the Olympic Park area. Wow, I turned off at the right place. Fulton Library. I think most of Atlanta's Fulton County.
Okay, it's all one-way streets. It's alright. I have no clue where each street goes, so I might as well just go by the luck of the draw. Oh, speaking of which, we're on Lucky Street. There's a place over here that sells pipes. He looks like he hasn't painted his sign in about 70 years. I always manage to find stuff like that. Okay. I guess I'll see where Marietta Street goes. I pulled into a gas station to get directions. And look what I found. Okay, now watch. There is the CNN building right there. Right here you got the Phillips Arena, which is where the Atlanta Thrashers play hockey and the Atlanta Hawks play basketball. And then behind that you got the Georgia Dome, and that is where the Atlanta Falcons play football. The place where Atlanta Braves play baseball, Turner Field, is on the other side of town, but I got directions on how to get there. That is a beautiful skyline. Provided a CEVA truck doesn't block it. I am in Turner Field in Atlanta, directly behind the scoreboard. My seat is over here behind first base. It's a little overcast, sprinkling rain a little bit. But I'll tell you, this is one of the weirdest entrances to a ballpark I've ever seen. Most ballparks you enter by an home plate. Here in Atlanta, you enter in the outfield. But as long as the game doesn't get rained out, I'm happy. A lot of cool interactive stuff here as I'm waiting for the thunderstorm to end. Saw some lightning up there a couple minutes ago. This is a photo of Hank Aaron's historic 715th home run ball that soared over Atlanta Stadium left field wall on April 8, 1974. The actual ball can be seen in the Braves Museum and Hall of Fame. There's the picture of the ball right there. They superimposed on the back of the scoreboard. Moon over Miami? No. Rain over Atlanta. They'll let up. Still an hour and a half till game time. And I'm inside the stadium. So you got some pretty cool stuff in here. The thing where you can test your speed or your pitch while you're waiting for the game to begin. Here for a church service at Calvary Baptist Church. And this is Brother Steve Roberson's church, my pastor's son. This is Calvary Baptist Church. It's a little bit smaller than Gospel Light. It's a beautiful church though. There's the, I guess what you call it, the reception area back in there. There's a balcony. And just like us, a little drop-down screen there. Nice looking choir loft. And extremely comfortable seats. There you go. Calvary Baptist Church. She's got a projector up there. A flat screen on this side. A couple high-tech cameras and video screen over here. It's very much like what First Baptist Church in Milford, Ohio, and Valley Baptist Church in Coatesville, Pennsylvania does. Well, today is the last hurrah here in Chattanooga. As soon as I get done filming this last little thing, I will be headed back home to North Carolina. I'm on my way right now to Lookout Mountain. And from there, look out. Yes, Lookout Mountain. And going to film the inclined railway. And probably get some pictures as I'm driving up, or maybe possibly driving down the mountain also. And then after that, it's on my way home. I hope you enjoyed this little film. Tried to show you as much as I can. And it's just the first of many, many others to come. I'd like to thank you for watching. This is a pretty neat area here. Going around a curve. Got the mountain directly in front of us. And a little lake off to our right.
Here we go, Browns Ferry Road and Lookout Mountain. It was 3 years ago. I had a hotel room down here in this end of town. Well, here's where it all begins, folks. Gonna make the long climb up to Lookout Mountain. Nice little drive. And then when I get to the top, we'll go up on the observation deck. And then on the way down, probably film a little bit more. If you're a Civil War buff, there's a lot of good Civil War stuff. A lot of history here. I can only imagine what this road would be like in the wintertime. Oh, look at this. Windy road like this. It has its own route number. 318. How about that? We're on Route 318, folks. Ruby Falls and Rock City are also at the top of Lookout Mountain. Ruby Falls I've been to before, and Rock City's a lot of hiking. I'm not physically fit for that. But Lookout Mountain is doable. Actually got houses, people live up here. Okay, here comes another hairpin turn. Or at least I thought it was a hairpin turn. This is one of those mountains where the altitude will change your attitude. Yesterday I came up here and I had a headache when I got up to the top of the mountain. And then the headache went away when I got down to the bottom. So I had to do some of the altitude. You're pretty far up. You're pretty far up top. The drive back down is fun too. Here we go. Here's that hairpin turn. And we're still climbing. It's the mountain that never stops giving. What's this? I got a cable TV guy up here? That's a first. Can you imagine that? Oh, my cable went out. Where are you located? Top of the mountain. Poor guy be getting hazardous duty pay. That first missed step would be a doozy. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. What, you thought I was driving through the fence? Took 10 minutes and 13 seconds to drive from the bottom to the top. And the best is yet to come. Well, here I am, folks. I'm all the way at the top of Lookout Mountain. They say that you can see 6 states from this side of the mountain. I'm going to guess that those 6 states are Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, North Carolina, and maybe Missouri, way out there. I would think that Alabama is too much around the other side of the mountain, and the same with South Carolina on the right side of the picture. Now they have an incline, which is right here. I have opted not to pay the $15 to take the incline for one simple reason. You have about 3 minutes of a very exciting ride and about 12 minutes of a very boring ride. You see how the incline is? Hence the word incline. And you get right to about there and it starts leveling off. Not a whole lot to be excited about for $15. Just the top part of the ride. And there it goes. Now this is the good part of the ride right here. In about 3 minutes from now, the train will level off as it goes down the mountain. On a clear day, you can see forever. You probably don't want me to sing. And if you look way down there, as that incline began its descent, you can see there's another one at the bottom making its ascent up to the top. Now, as you can see down here, the train car is leveling off a little bit. So the exciting part of their ride is now done. The exciting part of the ride of the car coming up toward us is about to begin. Way off in the distance here you have the city of Chattanooga. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you will see the baseball stadium that I was at on Monday night. Look at that shopping center sitting down there all by its lonesome.
There's a place in there called Hillbilly Willie's that I ate at a couple of years ago. Really good Southern cooking. You look out here, you can see Route 24. If you look way over here, you can see Route 75. Now, how about the plight of this guy living here? This is somebody's house. Imagine him mowing his lawn. One false turn, and it's Geronimo! Yeah, that could be a bit scary. Yeah, the train car is almost near the bottom now. The other one's working its way up here. Rock City is on the back end of this mountain. That's a hiking trail. A little too much around this way here. A little too much for these arthritic knees of mine to handle. So it's going to take a little bit more time here and then film my way down the mountain. You can see the river out there. The tram car that just left here is almost all the way down to the bottom now. What that means is the other one should be up here very soon. The exciting part of their journey is about to begin. This is where the real incline is. Right here. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. Come on, come on. Pull, pull, pull. You can make it. You can make it. There you have it, folks. This one made it to the top. That one made it to the bottom. Now for the panorama. As you can see, they claim that it is the world's steepest incline, and it was built in the year 1895. Now, for the trip down the hill that will bring
this trip to a conclusion. It's been a good vacation. But as usual, all vacations come to a close. The one thing that's nice, and I'm very grateful about this, is I now live in an area I used to vacation in. So for me, it would be just like going over to North Carolina and continue my vacation. When in actuality, I'm going over to North Carolina to go home. Because North Carolina now is home. And that makes it nice. There's a lot there to look forward to, too. I have found through this entire vacation that Chattanooga is probably my second favorite place to be. Here comes the mailman. Yeah, where I live at is my favorite place of all places to be. But Chattanooga is now number 2. Just so much to do here. So much to see. I probably don't even need to have my car in drive going down there. I could probably put her in neutral and just coast all the way down the hill. The trip home, I'm guessing, will run me between 6 and 7 hours. It's 11:45 noon right now, so 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight, I should be back.
Halfway down the mountain, there's Ruby Falls. This time we go out this side. Let's go, fella, while we're still young. This road is always fun to drive. That's why I elected to come down this way. There you have it. The conclusion of the 2011 vacation. Hope you enjoyed this little vacation to Charleston, West Virginia, and Cincinnati, Ohio, and Indianapolis, Indiana, and Bowling Green, Kentucky, and Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Chattanooga, Tennessee, and a rained out baseball game in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be here to do more next year.
So until then, thank you for allowing me to bore you. And from Chattanooga, Tennessee, see ya. Bye. Well, we're about halfway home. Came up 75. And up in Knoxville and headed east on 40 now. I'm east on 40 and I'm still in Tennessee. And I'm about maybe 30 miles west of the North Carolina border. So you see up there, there's some. Okay, we are entering a rather large hill just east of Asheville on Route 40. I'm gonna let this run till